Hello and welcome to Weekly Weird News, brought to you by Cutting the Bull in the Post-Truth Apocalypse. I'm Ben, and as always, I'm hanging out with Mike.
Hello.
Claire.
Hey.
And Pete.
Hello.
This is our sister show to Cutting the Bull in the Post-Truth Apocalypse, which you can find on Facebook at Cutting the Bull in the Post-Truth Apocalypse, SoundCloud and most other podcasting platforms at Cutting the Bull in the PTA, and YouTube at Apocalypse Bull. Give us a like, give us a subscribe, give us a listen. Be nice, tell a friend. So yeah, this is where we discuss the weirdest shit we found or daftest or most macabre, anything really that stood out to us this week as being worthy of having a chat about. And an RIPD to
Lisa Marie Presley.
Lisa Marie Presley. There you go.
R.I.P.
So, start with the first one. Police say that armed robber had plastic gun as he was shot dead by customer in restaurant.
I'm taking this as America.
It is America indeed.
The plastic.
Where else would it have been?
Texas as well.
It's the good guy with a gun. He's finally turned up.
Yeah.
Police said the armed robber who was shot dead by a customer at the restaurant in Texas had a plastic gun. Footage showed the moment the supposedly armed robber walked into the Rancherito Taqueria restaurant in Houston at 11:30 p.m. local time on Thursday the 5th of January, wearing a mask that covered his face. Houston Police Department said the man, who has now been named as Eric Eugene Washington, pointed the quote gun at customers and demanded their money, with many cowering under the tables as he collected their belongings.
But you can't really blame him, can you?
Yeah.
After taking what he wanted, Washington headed towards the exit, at which point a customer seated in a booth near the door stood up and opened fire on the robber. Washington was shot 4 times in the back until he collapsed before the armed customer then shot him a further 4 times as he lay on the floor.
Yeah.
The customer then leant in and shot Washington 1 more time at point blank range, with paramedics pronouncing him dead at the scene. So he pretty much emptied the clip. That looks like a Colt to me, or a Browning. It's certainly a generic handgun. I reckon a 9 round clip.
So, will he be prosecuted in
No.
any way for that?
He's neither been arrested nor charged.
Nope, and not being identified.
I just think...
It's a bit hard.
excessive,
8.
isn't it? 9 bullets into him.
Yeah.
It's excessive.
I'd say so, yeah.
You know, look at the listener. If you look at this article on Unilad, you can find it on there. Armed robber, plastic gun. Type that in. The guy sitting opposite the man with a gun has this look on his face and says, "You fucking killed us all, you cunt."
Does he? I think he looks as calm as a, pig in shit.
He's just staring intently at the guy with the gun, just like, I can't.
He's just leant back, chilling. He's like, well...
He's like, my man's going to. He's like, my man's going to take him down.
I'd be shitting it.
4 times in the back. Do you reckon he even challenged him?
What do you mean?
Said, hey, dirtbag.
Well, no, because he's
like
going to turn around and shoot you, isn't
Yeah,
he?
really?
He doesn't know it's a plastic gun.
Nah, it's in the back, innit? There you go, finally. A good guy with a gun does something.
I still don't believe that the man deserved to die.
Well, no, probably not, but you don't know he's not going to shoot you in this scenario, do you?
You don't.
He's
don't.
close enough to give him, accurately give him one in the leg.
Yeah, but then you still run the risk of cutting the femoral artery and killing him that way anyway.
Well,
If you shoot him in the leg, you aren't disabling his hand to shoot you.
Personally,
There's no such thing as a
He
wounding
could've-
shot.
the angle he's at there, we're looking at a picture, listeners, he could have quite done the under bit of his arm and that,
Well, it's hard, isn't it?
see, personally,
No,
for
make
me,
sure
I'd
that
have
in the
shot him
arm.
in the fucking hand he was holding the gun with.
Yeah, you could pick it. So spur of the moment you ain't picking out a shot like that. Look how close he is. He's
I
putting
wouldn't want to
forward.
kill someone.
He's just going 4 into him. That's all he's doing, and then he's obviously panicked.
But would you want to
He's never killed anyone before.
I wouldn't know.
Too far away from him. then.
My thought would be disarm the prick. If I had a gun, I'd shoot him in the hand. If I had a gun,
Yeah, you're saying,
I'd be a big
Disarm
enough
the
shot.
prick. Who are you?
You're not Dirty Harry, yeah? You don't just shoot him in the hand. You can't shoot someone accurate in the hand 100% of the time. You aim for the centre mass. You just put them down, you aim for the centre mass.
Telling
It's the
me
biggest
from
target.
5-6 foot away, you couldn't shoot someone in the hand.
Adrenaline pumping, you're a citizen. We don't know if this guy's got armed forces or police experience.
I know, but
He's
my
just
point
some
is,
guy who goes down the range and he's going for the centre mass.
9 shots, 4 whilst
The
down,
first
and then
4 are
1 point
justified.
He
The
didn't
4
need
in the
to-
back are... The first 4 are justified.
Yeah,
The
but
4
the 4
follow-up
following-
ones are, and the one the head certainly isn't at
That's
that point.
execution, that
That's
is.
what
Yeah.
I mean. Like you say, the first 4 shots, he went down. Fucking get over there with
To
your
kick the-
gun.
kick the gun away.
Exactly. Disarm him.
Yeah.
If he moves to it, shoot him again. Fair enough.
He's not moving after 4 shots at that.
Exactly. But he could have survived after those 4 shots.
Yeah, the execution's a bit far, isn't it?
Yeah.
He's watched too many films.
Is there a video of that?
Yeah.
Can we watch?
We won't be able to see the execution.
No, but can we watch the video of one?
Yeah. So we just watched the video, and we're all in dispute about it, because I say it's just really easy to put 4 rounds into him at close range, and I've done with it, and the execution's over the top.
We only got to see stills. Didn't
You
we?
guys seem to think that we're just picking out people's hands and arms, and
Don't look me in. I never said
I've
anything.
gone for the arm, the leg, the shoulder, and that
any-
took him down.
I think it's madness that people are going around carrying guns to restaurants in the first place.
well,
Yeah.
fake guns.
No real guns.
Yeah.
I'm going out for a meal. Better take
Taking
my
my gun,
Glock.
taking my gun with me to a meal.
Better take my 9mm. I'm going to McDonald's.
Yeah, but you were all laughing at the start about how it was Texas. So they've obviously got a high, death
'Cause-
count because and
Well,
gun
because
count.
they've got open carry, that's
Open
why.
carry,
A
yeah.
lot of parts of America have, haven't they?
Not
So-
that many. I don't think.
Well, not so many now, I suppose.
I think Texas
but-
is the.
Texas,
the most
I think
liberal-
Texas is the most gun-friendly state.
Yeah.
I think. Could be wrong on that. Everyone listens from Texas. You can tell us.
Yeah.
Oh, I think
It's up
in
there,
Texas they should have to wear cowboy boots if they're carrying.
And a hat too.
With
Not to have to be the
spurs,
No,
so,
you don't have
so
to
you
do
can
that.
hear them.
No, you don't have to
And
do
you
that.
have to wear a
It's-
white hat if you're a good guy and a black hat if you're a
That
bad
would
guy.
make things a lot easier, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Like, oh, just had a couple of black sheriff. I just had a couple of black hats to walk into a shop.
Doesn't have to be a hat. Could be one of the bandanas around as a neckerchief. If it's black, all the
No, we insist on the cowboy motif, assless chaps and everything.
assless chaps.
Assless chaps.
Why would you go straight to arseless chaps?
I said hats first.
As I said that, I just heard the Association of Line Dancers going sick writing a letter against.
I mean, obviously, people got their jeans underneath. You're the one assuming they're bare cheeked.
Okay, fair
They are
enough.
cowboys.
Just what I pictured.
you went straight to assless chaps with no jeans underneath, didn't you?
I did. I can't lie. I really
Who
did.
doesn't?
Well, I didn't.
Because every time you see arseless chaps nowadays, there's a bare bottom fucking sticking out of them. Because that's the comedy effect,
If you've
isn't
got that
it?
calendar, Pete.
Nah, that was last year. I haven't got that this year. I've got puppies this year.
Puppies.
Yeah. I mean, women's breasts.
We've got floating around the office this calendar of like hunks of 23, right?
I'm on
Genuinely,
there, am I?
because our manager is a proud lesbian, and the
I thought you were going to say
supplier who sent her this calendar to sign us like with a Christmassy gift did not know this. So this calendar just keeps floating around the office, either left on some guy's desk or hung up behind or something like that. It's just doing the rounds, but everyone's embracing it. It's really great to see.
Which is your chosen month?
I don't have a place in the office. I just go in to look at various.
You just go in to look at the pictures on.
Yeah, I just pop in and have a look while I'm sorting out the paperwork.
I
Yeah.
just go in to look at the hunks on the wall. Mr. December, he's fantastic.
We all go in there just for that reason.
Mr. December's got a Santa hat on. Oh.
We all go in there for that reason. Everyone has to go in the office at some point in the day. We all go in and have a quick look at that calendar.
Fair enough. Moving on.
Yes.
Mike leaving the
Exclusive.
football scores on then.
I know, it's quite
It's
funny,
like,
that, isn't
my,
it?
my team got fucking spanked today, 4-0 away by fucking Rotherham, which
My
didn't
team-
happen in my mind.
My team got battered as well, 3-0.
Yeah, and my
His
team
won
won.
2-0.
And it's just like this
All over his desktop.
yeah, exactly, all over his desktop.
It's on Facebook, isn't it? Top of my feed, isn't it? Obviously.
Mike, I saw this article and the first person I thought of was you.
Okay, exclusive. The amazing tale of Englishman Will Still, Europe's youngest boss who cut his teeth playing Football Manager and is now a stunning unbeaten run with League One Ream.
What? In English?
So basically, a Football Manager.
Someone who plays Football Manager has landed a job with FC Reims in League One of France,
Right.
and he's on a 10-match unbeaten run.
See, none of that was clear from the headline to me whatsoever. Was it to you?
No.
Thank you.
And actually, Reims pay a 25,000 fine every match he's to miss his licence.
Because he hasn't got the UEFA Pro license.
Yep.
He has in the game. Obviously not in real life.
So because he's that good on the game, they've gone, oh, come and manage our team, and he has,
Yep.
and he's winning for him.
The 30-year-old Englishman who grew up in Belgium, who learned to love coaching through Football Manager, has become head coach at 24.
He became a head coach at 24.
Oh yeah, is now the youngest manager in Europe's major leagues. Ridiculous, really, Still says. During those long nights at the computer, Still cut his teeth alongside brother Ed, now 32, now a head coach himself, Belgium's top flight. In December 2021, years after Dream, they sat in opposite dugouts. Wow, fair play.
Guys, you've been playing it for years.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Telford could do with a hand.
No,
Couldn't
next
they?
job that's going, just apply.
Look, I've taken Nottingham Forest. They've won the fucking. They've had 5 Champions Leagues in a row.
He did do that at
I
one
did,
point.
yeah.
That's why I said it.
I did it with,
Mike.
at one point, Mike and me alternated. I was Blackburn, he was Forest. At one point, we alternated Champions League and Premier League, pretty much.
Yeah.
Whoever won the Champions League would usually finish second in the Prem, and whoever won the Prem would lose in the final in the Champions League.
In all fairness, Nottingham Forest are doing pretty well this year
Yeah,
for Nottingham Forest.
I'm over the moon, yeah.
So, Ben,
13.
I do genuinely think you should be getting hold of Blackburn because they really need some fucking help.
Yeah. Well, we're still fifth.
Yeah, but in what, 6 leagues lower.
No. Get out of it. One league down.
Well, since Will took temporary charge of struggling Ream in October, Europe's youngest team are 10 matches unbeaten, including Wednesday night's 1-0 win away at AC Ajaccio. Still now has the job full-time at some expense too. So they're paying. While the 30-year-old studies for his UEFA Pro licence, a job requirement in League One, Ream pay a €25,000 fine every match. Is that taken from his wage? Well, it's been sort of negotiated, Still laughs. The club said, we're ready to invest in your career just as long as you keep winning. Fair play to him.
He got a draw against PSG earlier in the season.
And let's face it, he is ginger. He hasn't got much chance of doing anything else in life. So
Who's fining him? FIFA?
The French FA
The French FA?
Yeah.
fined the club for $25,000 every game because he hasn't got a
That's
licence,
shady.
but he keeps winning.
Not shady.
It's a requirement in the league, in the French league.
thing is, you think 25 grand per game. So you're talking 40 games before it's $1 million. They're going to earn a hell of a lot more than €1 million
If he keeps winning the league, they were struggling. He's won
That's
10
what I
games on
mean.
the spin, or he's done 10 games unbeaten.
He has done coaching in real life though. He started with the Preston North Ends under 14s.
Hey,
Then he went to Belgium,
P&E.
Saint Truiden, and then various roles at Standard Liège and second tier outfit Lierse. So he has been doing proper coaching for a while.
Yeah, he learned it all on Football Manager.
Yeah.
I think he plays the 4-3-3 we play.
Everybody does, don't they?
Do you think he still plays?
I bet he plays.
Yeah.
I bet he's got a version of it set up with his team in it. And he'll manipulate the scores and manipulate and see who's on form. And that's what you should do, really, if you're a Football Manager. have the data from the last game with what everyone's rating boils down to using the game mechanics. Input that into a game with your team and run the next game. Try and get formations, squad selection, everything. You just play the game for like a couple of days. Try different squad combinations, different tactics against what the AI is saying that this team, your opposition's going to use.
Have you heard this, Blackburn Rovers? Give Ben a ring, trust me.
You know, you could just play the game and win the match virtually, and then and wonder what's going to. At least try and put it into real life what you did in the game.
Just reenact that. Yeah.
I mean,
as real life,
obviously you've always got.
Is.
You know, obviously a ball could always hit the post and not go in. Someone can get sent off.
Yeah, there's
variables,
in the same
but statistically, that selection should beat the team's tactics. Like 90% of the time of the game, you could run the simulations, couldn't you?
You could, yeah.
And say, well, barring any major changes, like someone getting sent off,
teams use it for scouting players. It's it's that in detail because they have their own scouts. Football Manager.
Why aren't you doing it to bet?
Hmm?
Why aren't you doing it to bet and make money then?
Well, I haven't got the latest version of the game for starters. Mine's a bit out of date. I don't think my laptop would run it.
Plus, we've had some weird ones where, like the FA Cup final, for example, Newcastle versus Everton, right?
Yeah.
It was a weird game that year, and then on the game we've been playing, the FA Cup final, on the same day as the actual FA Cup final has come on, and it's been Everton versus Newcastle. And we were like, it's been 1-0 to Everton. We're like, should we go and put a bet on that? Should we bet on that right now? And it's, nah, probably not. And then the result's been the wrong way around or something, whatever. But you're like, sometimes you do think, like, You see that game has been the cause of so many divorces.
That and Warcraft.
Probably that. I think Champo's actually quite up there, to be fair, but I imagine Warcraft's not far behind. But still, yeah.
Fair play to him.
Absolutely.
Okay. Man in intimate relationship with $3,000 doll says his partner doesn't understand.
She's
No
quite
shit.
fit, mind.
The doll?
Yeah. Or is that his partner?
No, that's his doll.
And we've got a lovely
Does look
blonde hair,
fairly realistic,
brownish
doesn't it?
hazel eyes. So this man set up an Instagram, Twitter and a YouTube account for the doll. An Australian man who says he has an intimate relationship with a plastic doll has revealed his online girlfriend was furious when she found out about his unusual pairing. So he's got another missus online then or something.
Yeah?
Online girlfriend.
Aussie Rod, not his real name.
I bet he's got a picture of his dick for his profile picture. His name's Aussie Rod. I'll guarantee you his
He's my
profile
Rod,
picture.
mate.
I'll guarantee you his profile picture is his erect penis. Aussie Rod.
Rod
Come
by
on.
name, Rod by nature.
Exactly. We know it.
So he purchased the doll in 2001 after going through...
2021.
2021 after going through an intense 2-year period of loneliness, and during which he hadn't had any physical contact with a woman.
Oh, filthy, bro.
After a lengthy COVID lockdown, the carpenter was feeling isolated and his mental health had deteriorated. So he turns to the internet for answers and discovered the world of sex dolls. Rod admitted he initially found it all a bit new and scary, and he had no idea about the existence of the product.
Of course he didn't.
Nevertheless, he decided to pay $3,000 for his own life-size physical synthetic companion in 2021, which was named Karina Lovely.
He named her Karina Lovely.
No nagging.
Very true.
He's got a blonde and a brunette, hasn't he?
Sex whenever you want.
He's a
No
California,
headaches.
he's a California blonde and a hot Oriental chick with dark hair.
But I don't know. Oh, not tonight.
Well, he
I've
says
got a headache.
he says there's been an improvement in his emotional well-being, so
Fair
whatever
play.
works for
Hey,
him.
whatever, man.
Yeah.
I ain't judging.
I'd bang it.
Mm.
Well, you were saying that,
Everyone needs
His
some
partner
physical love.
online.
Yeah.
His partner online is 5,000 kilometres away.
It's not very handy in a relationship, is it?
But she wasn't very happy.
No, she wasn't very happy about the sex dolls at all, and argued about it and didn't understand why you'd want one.
I don't know what you'd tell her.
No, you just keep it in the closet, wouldn't you?
Yeah, you just put her to
Well,
one
if she's that
side.
far away, oh yeah, just put you
Just
in
put
the closet.
her in the room.
He was on fucking Skype with the one, and he's like, "Love, I'd like you to introduce you to somebody. This is Karina.
And this
She's
is Lauren.
lovely.
Lauren's just joined us. Well, you got two now. You got a $6 harem.
He's having a rod sandwich. He's being the sandwich fillet.
Well,
Looks like he's got a few dolls, to be fair.
he's got two, definitely.
Well, that's a third.
No, that's the same one.
Nah,
He's
it's
got a different
not.
wig on that one.
Nah, it's not the same one.
I think.
Oh yeah.
It's not the same one.
I think you can adjust the
Completely
features, man.
Nah,
Yeah.
it's completely different, that is.
You know, whatever makes him happy.
Yeah.
I guess. Lockdown was difficult, and if you
Got him
haven't,
after lockdown, didn't he? Maybe that's when the loneliness kicked in, innit?
yeah,
Yeah. If it was a robot doll, I'd go for it.
you mean like Westworld.
Yeah.
It's no
If
different.
it's Westworld, then yeah.
It's no
Yeah.
different to a bloody woman having a dildo.
They'll be socially acceptable
Flashlights or whatever.
in a while.
Well, when we get AI and they're just walking around
Mate,
the rest of us
that is
covered in human
so,
skin.
so close to.
That's when it's
being
Westworld
reality.
level. I mean, like it's Westworld level. You said that series?
I've not seen it. I know of it though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where they're just like ultra realistic. These run on programs.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can't tell the difference. Yeah, of course you are.
Isn't it like they kill them or something?
And that's not even.
Sport.
I don't mean that to sound misogynistic in any way. I mean the same for women too. You have the male
Yeah,
one,
yeah.
by all means. But then surely then we'll all fucking die out because none of us are actually going to fuck each other anymore. These fucking ultra realistic sex dolls, the human race just die out.
No, because they'd have artificial womb facilities.
Yeah.
Women just want a baby and they just say, yeah, alright.
Oh well, shit! That company's already started up,
Yeah.
hasn't it?
We had it a few weeks ago.
Yeah. That'll be interesting because we'll get to the difference, and then of course they'll all overthrow us from within.
Who will?
All the AI,
Yeah.
they'll turn on us eventually.
Humans. You seen that program, Channel 4 program, a couple of years back?
Watched a bit of it.
Humans.
Yeah,
that was
it's
fairly
just-
good. That was. She was really hot.
Hot robot.
Really hot robot. But she's real. She's a real woman.
Well, moving
I
on.
know.
Ben, this is for you.
Oh wow! You fucking good. That's lovely. All right. Horses with giant cysts from pharmaceutical testing turned into meat for humans.
Is Findus at it again? Giving us the horse
This is
meat.
another horse meat scandal, yeah.
Fucking hell.
Mike, have you just been on some kind of poison meat fucking rabbit hole?
No, I happened to come across
we're
it.
gonna do mad cow disease next
We
week,
are.
guys. Hey, here Ben, have a look at these horses with giant cysts.
I came across this news and a couple of days later on my YouTube feed, I got a video about mad cow disease. I went down that rabbit hole.
Oh right.
So,
Is
yeah.
this referring to when it all came out?
Yeah, but this is something different.
Okay.
So horses with giant cysts and repeated pharmaceutical injections were illegally butchered and turned into meat for humans by a criminal gang in southern France, a court has heard. Some 25 people, including wholesalers, vets, dealers and butchers, stood trial in Marseille on Monday over the alleged scam that saw fake documentation given to horses previously used to produce serums by French pharmaceutical company Sanofi Pasteur at a laboratory farm in southern France. They had repeatedly received jabs against rabies, tetanus and venoms. After an anonymous tip-off in 2012, investigators found cysts and ganglions on necks.
Ganglions.
Yeah.
Ganglions.
That's like it's a
skin
mass-
tag.
No, it's
Yeah,
like
basically.
but it's underneath the skin, so it
Yeah.
feels like a sort of knot. Oh, and all squidgy and
My ex used to get them in her hands, little ones,
yeah,
and
they can go on your wrists as
I
well.
went to a doctor and said,
Oh.
what do you do about this? And he said, just lie your hand flat and hit it with a book.
Yeah, that's what they do.
Yeah.
Well,
Mm.
never had that. Anyway, so as well as an S for Sanofi on the rump of former racing horses, which should have been retired after being released by the company, but it ended up on the butcher's block. 8 vets are among the defendants accused of failing to spot telltale signs the horses have been used for pharmaceutical tests. And despite being clearly marked as permanently barred from slaughter for human consumption, the animals were given new paperwork declaring them edible and were butchered in Narbonne in southern France, Verona in Italy and Barcelona in Spain.
Shocking, isn't it?
However,
They're obviously taking backhand as these vets, weren't they?
Hungry for money, these vets. Hungry for money. While the horses' treatment was illegal, an expert tasked with assessing the dangers of eating their meat concluded there was no major toxicological risk for consumers. You're just having fucking awful meat, aren't you?
It's fucking horrible, isn't it?
Yeah, it's going to be terrible, mate.
Pus-filled
You'd have to
cysts.
cut round that shit and just take the meat off, and you wouldn't serve the cyst up or.
No, and it's so grim, isn't it?
Yeah.
Obviously, 2013 was when millions of ready-made meals were withdrawn from shop shelves across Europe after they were found to contain horse meat instead of only beef, as indicated on the label. Yeah, they're just about fucking sorting that out.
Yeah.
Verdicts are due on Wednesday. What's the date of this article? And that's 2013.
That meat does look good, mind.
9th of
Do you
January.
see the big grey mass at the back of it? That sort of.
That's cling film.
This is a stock photo of someone butchering beef. That's all that is.
That meat does look good.
But yeah, so along with the horse meat and lasagnas, this was going on at the same time, pretty much.
It was basically all interconnected, wasn't it? It was
Yep.
these dodgy fucking gangs that were just
Hey, what?
selling shitty horse meat to anybody and everybody, pretending it was beef and all sorts.
What gets put into our food really is fucking terrifying, to be fair.
There's an allowable amount of rat feces as well, isn't there?
Yeah.
Do you know what though? Without it, would the food taste as good? It probably wouldn't.
I had extra rat feces to buy and
People
grate
say
them over the top.
People say
I love
don't-
smash with grated rat feces over the top.
It's like people pick out big chunks of onion in your lasagna or something, and I don't like onion. All right, I'll make one without the onion. Oh, this is gross. Ah, so you do like onion. It's one of those. It's that kind
Well,
of thing.
we're substituting rat feces for
So
onion.
without the rat feces, maybe food wouldn't taste as good. So we're
That
used to
logic
that.
is shit.
We're used to that flavour. Without it might not be good, or it might be 10 times nicer.
It's probably going to be a lot nicer, let's face it.
Yeah, all right, fair enough.
I don't want... Call me old-fashioned. I don't want any type of feces in my food.
No.
You know? Call me old-fashioned.
Not even a bit of cat.
No, don't want that either. No, none of that. No feces of any kind. Any kind. No cysts either. I don't want cysts. I've got lamb tomorrow. I haven't had lamb for
Oh, a
ages.
nice lamb cyst.
Oh, I don't want a cysty. I don't want a cysty lamb joint tomorrow. That'd be terrible.
Oh, make sure when you're chewing a fatty bit, it doesn't feel like a cyst.
It doesn't pop.
Oh, well, imagine it cook off in the oven, wouldn't it? And it'd be added to the juices, which goes into the gravy. So you're still ingesting it.
Thick, yellowy, goopy gravy.
No,
Yum.
the meat juices.
You gotta use the meat juice in the gravy. I love my gravy
What
thick
about
enough
the
to choke a
The
rat.
cyst juices as well.
Well, put it all in, I don't care.
Yuck. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah.
Before I throw up.
Very similar to your other doll story.
Oh no, wait, we've got 2 doll stories.
Man spends nearly £2,500 on lifelike silicone replica of wife who died from COVID.
Whoa.
That's...
It's pretty realistic, isn't it?
She's fucking spot on.
I know.
I don't know what his wife looks like. We're just looking at the picture here.
That's just a
But
normal.
lovely little Indian woman.
Aww.
Ah, and he just sits there on the thingy. People ride by on their bikes. They're like, "Hello, Mr. and Mrs. Punjabi."
Sandilia.
Sandilia.
A 65
Fucking hell, Claire.
How racist is that? Mr. and Mrs. Punjabi.
If I'd have said,
My word. We'll delete that one out, shall we, Mike?
if I'd have said Mohammed, you'd have gone, "Oh, you're fucking racist." I didn't know. It was the first Indian-likey name.
Well,
that-
Mohammed is an Indian anyway,
Well,
so that wouldn't
whatever.
have been correct.
It doesn't matter what I'd have said. You'd have all gone up in arms anyway.
Oh.
A 65-year-old man in India has installed a life-sized silicone statue of his wife after he lost it to COVID-19.
Oh.
Tapas Sandilia, a retired government employee based out of the eastern state of West Bengal, built the lifelike replica at the cost of 2.5 rupees, is it?
Yeah.
Lakh.
Rupees,
I don't know. Either way, it's £2,500.
To honour her memory. Oh.
That's lovely, that.
So, what was it? You have to ask the question. Is it a sex doll?
You know it's got.
No.
You know it's got orifices.
That's what I was wondering. Is it anatomically correct?
Yeah, you know it has.
Do you think he still...
Yeah, I think he does. You know it's got orifices, mate.
It does kind of take the
No,
sweetness
it's
away,
a
though, doesn't
statue,
it?
that is. And she's sort of sitting there on the...
It's made of silicone, though.
So it can
It is, for all intents and purposes, a sex doll.
Yeah. You know,
I mean, I admire his commitment to his wife. Don't get me wrong. That's fantastic.
It is quite sweet. Like,
It's
it really
incredibly
is.
sweet. I love it. It's tragic he lost his wife. He really loved her, and he's. I don't want to be with any other woman, even some other sex doll.
She scares all the other women away.
And maybe the conversations are quite one-sided in the house anyway. So
It is a little bit weird, though, at the
I
same
think
time.
he took a cast of his dead wife's pussy and then
I don't know.
had it remoulded, so it's perfect.
Jesus Christ!
Once again, Mike takes it to a different level.
No.
Fucking hell!
Yeah, but if you want that same comforting routine, then
Well, you'd ask for it to be a bit tighter, probably. For one.
I don't think it really matters, to be honest.
well, unless you do the arsehole as well, you're alright, aren't you?
I don't think it really matters. Claire's just very diplomatically drinking her coffee.
Alright, Claire, God forbid it doesn't happen, you lose your husband and you have a silicone...
Nice
would
silicone statue.
you want the penis to be a replica of your husband's or not?
Really are. We passed it by now, right? Well, they look like they're,
Yeah,
Oh.
I think
I don't want to be an exact replica.
I think people still have sex in their 60s, Claire.
Yeah, STD rates are highest amongst pensioners.
Mm.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
It's great. So, well,
Doris, I got the clap! Don't check Mike down the way.
don't check one down the way. Why is he going?
What, am I giving people the clap now, am I?
I've got leaky dick again, Dave.
I told you that in confidence, you just leaked it on the air. I'll give all the old people clap.
That bloody Doris.
Right, so let's carry on then. Last one.
So, ageing has been reversed in mice in groundbreaking study.
I hope so, because I'm going to be 39 again soon. I don't really want to go through that much more,
So, scientists have managed to reverse the process of ageing in mice, raising questions of whether the same could be done to humans. So, from the Harvard Medical School also found a way to speed up the biological process. Suggested it could be driven forwards and backwards at will.
So I could turn Pete into the guy off Indiana Jones who drinks from the wrong cup.
Which cup? Pete, which cup would you have picked in that scenario? Of all them grails, you got the jewelled ones and everything.
You have seen it, yeah?
Yeah.
And you got the clay cup. Right, I don't think you'd have picked the clay cup. I think you'd have been like, give me that jewel shit.
Nah, see, I would have probably gone for the grey cup because I'm quite good at puzzles and that. I'd have thought the grey cup is the least likely one to be, more than likely meaning it's
But you know what? I'll guarantee you took the fucking jewelled one too.
Actually,
I'd have stuck that in my pocket.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
technically you're still wrong and you would have died.
Because it should be a bowl rather
It
than
should be a tray.
Yeah, it's certainly a bowl.
Yeah.
Well, to be honest,
So the tray-
technically,
You should have drank from the tray that the cups are on. That's what a grail is.
It's all a load of bollocks, so
Actually,
it wouldn't have mattered.
there's evidence that Jesus was a real person.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the fact that he could have...
Is it about that?
He
Drank
was a
from his
real
cup.
person,
Yeah,
but
but
he
that-
wasn't the son of
That's
God.
not out of the realm of possibility, is it?
No.
That he drank from a cup at some point. Somebody that happened to be the last meal that he ever had.
If he existed.
If he existed.
Anywho, so the key to this is manipulating the rodent's epigenomes, which function as an operating system by instructing the cells how to interpret and use genetic material. So it's easier to tweak the molecules that drive the body's epigenetic process, I don't like that word, than to reverse DNA mutations. Say researchers opening up a raft of possibilities on how aging could one day be treated.
Yeah. Roll you up. They've been doing this for a while, though, they with the mice.
Yep. This is the biggest breakthrough yet, I think.
They grow penises on their backs and all sorts, don't they?
Ears as well, yeah. Penises probably too.
That was Mr. Garrison, wasn't it?
Ah.
Penis on the back.
Yeah. Well, bring it on.
Can be good news, can't it?
Well,
Yes.
for the Earth, probably not. Do we want people that never die?
It'll come to that, though, won't it? Whether we replace our bodies with, we do like altered carbon,
Yeah.
or we have a reverse age and something like that. It'll come to it, because we're all terrified of dying, deep down. None of us want to, so anything. So
Imagine the problems that might cause. I mean, it's great, don't get me wrong, we don't want our loved ones to die. But,
Do you know, it makes you wonder though, it could lead to other things, couldn't it? Alzheimer's, things like that.
but then you just replace your memory stack.
It could be.
You back your brain up to when you start getting the
no,
Alzheimer's.
it says it can reverse all the,
That's what I mean. So they could tweak this in a way.
You get Alzheimer's, suddenly you've got a 20-year-old brain again that hasn't got Alzheimer's.
That's what I mean. They could tweak it to help things like that.
Yeah, it's a great thing.
It certainly could be.
But if we're all immortal, and more people are getting born and born, we're not going to have enough resources, are we?
You'd have to limit the birth rate at that point, wouldn't you?
But this is where we
How'd you do
start.
that?
You have to get
Sterilise
licenses,
everybody
permits.
at birth.
Maybe the copies you make of yourself aren't sterile, aren't fertile.
Maybe as well. This is where we start populating other planets. Because by this
That's
time.
the only way it would.
I'm not advocating this, by the way, but it's nice to live longer, but I don't want to see a load of people
I'm just saying that
who are sterilised.
it's a good thing, but it's going to cause its own problems.
By this time, hopefully, you'd have decent space travel, and we've colonised another planet.
Oh, you'd be open, so wouldn't you? Yeah.
Yeah.
By
Well, it would
then.
be ideal if you sent like a huge ship, like in the films and whatnot.
Yeah, they can live 150 years on the
Yeah.
ship because the aging's been reversed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Instead of
get to-
cryostasis, that seems that it might be impossible. Maybe more improbable, but if this
Nothing's
is
impossible
something,
given enough time.
There's a good sci-fi film called Pandorum. Has anyone ever seen that?
No.
I don't think so. No.
It's about a colony ship that gets sent out from Earth and to breed new planets, but it goes terribly wrong. I won't say what happens and give it away.
Oh, it always goes terribly wrong,
Well,
doesn't
they
it?
could put them into like a sort of coma-like state and just feed them a bit of this every now and then, until they got, that could be a version of cryostasis, couldn't it?
Yeah, keeps them alive with like some kind of drip that's feeding them at the same time with this anti-aging or reverse aging thing.
Either way, you've got to come with some way to keep us alive when we go out there.
I'll get on it, don't worry.
You sort it out, Pete.
Yeah, I'm on it.
We'll put the human race on your shoulders.
Yeah, I'm on it.
No pressure.
Don't worry. I'm not. I'm on it.
Okay, on that bombshell.
Alright, so I've been Ben. Thank you very much for listening. You can follow us on Facebook at Cutting to the Bull in the Post-Truth Apocalypse, YouTube at Apocalypse Bull, and SoundCloud and most other podcasting platforms at Cutting to the Bull in the PTA. And I'm going to sign off by saying, don't bring a fake gun to a robbery. Because there's a good guy with a gun somewhere out there.
Real gun.
Probably not a cop,
Why don't you
though.
just say don't rob?
Yeah, don't try and rob people. It backfires.
Alright, don't do that either. But if you are going to do it, get a real gun.
Get a
maybe.
real gun, yeah. That'd be a horrid bloodbath.
no.
Fucking hell.
I mean, just saying.
You gotta do it properly, for fuck's sake.
But
Shoot
that's
everybody in the head. No witnesses. No witnesses.
I said nothing.
Don't set him off.
I said nothing about shooting people in the head. I'm just saying that. Well, you know what? Bring the fake gun, wear a bulletproof vest.
Yeah.
There you go.
Happy days.
I've been Mike, thanks for listening. Peace out, may the force be with you.
And I've been Claire. Spread the love, even if it's plastic. That sounds loads wrong, doesn't it sound in my
Plastic
head?
fantastic.
And I've been Pete. Yeah, bring on the anti-aging mice, reverse aging mice. We can get it down to humans.